Warriors, rise. They set you up, but I'll tell you what, this is nothing new under the sun. And if you pull yourself to a 30,000 foot overview and you clear it out, you can see the path that they're taking you on. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, don't forget to check out our 8 a.m. daily Good Morning Crypto show. They bring you the news. I'm taking you a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole to open up your mind and awareness to the possibilities for you as a human being. This is the greatest time in human history, or this could be the worst time in human history. It's all about the paradigm that you accept right here. But knowledge is not power unless enacted upon. So I'm about to provide you knowledge, and I'm not asking you to trust a word I say. I'm asking you to trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. Now, if you want to be part of our Warrior Academy and join our family and team to be part of one of the biggest shifts in generational wealth, go to 3twarrior.com to check out what we're all about. You can also join our free Discord to join the conversation. All right, so let's dive right into this. So what I'm going to take you through today is I'm going to take you through what I believe is happening. Now, I've showed you Vanguard, I've shown you BlackRock, some of the biggest asset managers in the world that control the media, control pharmaceuticals. It's pretty simple. Whoever controls the money, controls the information, controls the people. We know money and politics go hand in hand. We know that, right? Hopefully you know that by now if you're watching this. Money, politics go hand in hand. Wherever the money flows is where the decisions go. Okay. So I'm going to share with you right now. Everybody's like, oh, I'm sovereign. I'm moving into crypto. I'm going to be decentralized and they're not going to track anything. And crypto's about freedom. Freedom is here. No matter if you live in this physical world, there is nothing that is truly you can't hide anything. What's done in darkness comes to light. There's nothing to hide, warriors. You will be found no matter where you go. So you may as well make this living experience as great as possible while you're here. And abundance is available for all of us. So I want to show you this video inside the U.S. Secret Service crackdown on crypto. And I want you to hear it from their mouth how much they can track cryptocurrency. This whole narrative is about getting everybody on the blockchain, which proves to you we are going crypto, and your job is to pick the winners and losers. And those who pick the winners and losers will be some of the wealthiest people in the world. You'll finally free your family financially and be able to do the things that you want to do with the money, right? It's not that money is evil, the root of all evil. It's the tool and the user of the tool, right? I'm using money to free people. We have 13 team members, 27 total with our ambassadors. And my team members are starting their own careers and their own businesses. And I'm freeing people. Think about that. I use the tool of money to free people, to free myself as well. All right, so let's get off our soapbox. Let's dive right into this. So we're going to watch this first video here, okay? And we are going to listen very closely to how closely they can monitor crypto. And I'm going to show you how they have been tricking you. And we are basically moving to crypto. So your job is to pick the winners and losers, okay? Everybody thinks that they've been against crypto. They've been part of this whole ecosystem the whole time, setting you up for the new quantum financial system.
The president, not its sole purpose, the agency is also cracking down on crypto fraud. From domestic scams to international crime rings, the Secret Service reports that fraudsters are buying and selling millions of dollars in illegal digital assets. And a CNBC exclusive, Eamon Javers spoke with the agency's top official overseeing crypto investigations about how these criminals move the money around.
We are inside a rarely seen secure room in Washington.
What is this facility we're standing in?
Right now, we're standing at U.S. Secret Service headquarters within the GIOC, which is the Global Investigative Operations Center, which is our hub for our most complex and impactful international cases.
No longer just capturing counterfeit money rings, the Secret Service is also tracking illicit Bitcoin proceeds on the blockchain, which is the public ledger for all crypto transactions.
The Secret Service is now the primary agency investigating the illicit use of digital assets.
David Smith is Assistant Director of the Office of Investigations.
One of the guiding principles of the blockchain is that it was a public ledger that's shared, and everyone with a little bit of computing power has access to it, to include law enforcement. So the Secret Service isn't doing anything that wasn't the original intent of the blockchain. We're just using the same tracking and tracing mechanisms that were intended.
So would you say that crypto is actually more traceable than good old-fashioned cash for a criminal?
In many ways, it is.
So boom, I just want you to hear that right now. The intent that crypto was made so that they could track it. I just want you to let that digest a little bit. I want you to let that digest. And you think about this for just a moment. They were saying that Bitcoin is used for illicit activities, and it's trash, and it's rat poison, all this stuff, right? Interesting. At the same time, they're tracking it. And since 2008, Bitcoin's inception, there's been more money printed than in history. I believe you guys are investing in an asset class that is going to change the whole infrastructure of the banking system. And those who cannot get fudded out, that are smart enough to see what's happening, are going to be some of the richest people in the world. Secret Service seizes more than 102 million in crypto assets. Washington, the U.S. Secret Service is cracking down on illicit digital currency transactions, seizing more than 102 million in crypto from criminals in connection with fraud-related investigations. David Smith, Assistant Director of Investigations, said agents and analysis actively track the flow of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on the blockchain, similar to an old-fashioned surveillance, best known for protecting the president. The Secret Service also conducts financial and cyber crime investigations. When you follow a digital wallet, it is not different than an email address that has some correlating identifiers, Smith said in an interview with the agency's headquarters. And once a person and another person make the transaction, and that gets into the blockchain, we have the ability to follow the email address or wallet, if you will, and trace it throughout the blockchain. More money has been printed than since the inception of Bitcoin than in history. And the rich have become much richer, and the rich recovered from the financial crisis that we went through in 2008, and the middle class are still struggling. The middle class are now going to get wiped out and put into the working poor. They're not going to be able to afford a mortgage. They're not going to be able to afford to live, and you will rent everything and own nothing and be happy, as the World Economic Forum says. Andrea Konjin sees a necessity for regulation ahead of the crypto new era. Former Phantom Foundation technical advisor of Urine Finance, Urine Finance, resurfaced on Monday via Medium after announcing his departure from DeFi and crypto space last month. In a post titled, "The Rise and Fall of Crypto Culture," he expressed his lamination of crypto culture as he called for increased regulation and legislation industry. All of a sudden, they're all turning. Right here, look at this. Andre, I have decided that we are closing the chapter of contributing to the DeFi and crypto space. There's around 25 apps and services. This was back on March 6, 2022. 25 apps and services that we are terminating on April 3rd, 2022. To include Urine Finance, Keep3 Network, Multi-Chain XYZ, Chainless, Solidity Exchange, Bribe.crv.finance. The reason why they are doing this is because of companies like Coinbase, because of Gary Gensler and the XRP Ripple case. They know what's coming. The whole XRP Ripple case is all about bringing in regulation. Here's the good news. This is telling you that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Here's the good news, that they are very greedy people. They use money for control. We use money for freedom. The good news is, as you're invested in the asset class that they're working to pack their bags on and keep the normal everyday person out of. And when they release all this, there's going to be massive fear of missing out and price appreciation. And it's your job to understand the richest man in Babylon. And when this happens, is take that money and convert it into more and grow it and grow it and grow it, and stop spending it on things that just bring you temporary dopamine. Okay. Why crypto regulation is actually a good thing for investors, according to these experts. It's everywhere now, Warriors. This is from Time Magazine. Time Magazine was bought by the CEO of Salesforce. Salesforce is massive into cryptocurrency, specifically VeChain. He bought Time Magazine to convert them into a cryptocurrency education platform. Why? Because Time Magazine's average client is a baby boomer. Why would he do that? Because most of the wealth is tied up with the baby boomers. That wealth is going to be flooding down into crypto. He bought Time Magazine, is turning into a crypto education for the baby boomers. Ty Lopez bought Radio Shack, a 100-year-old company, because it's trusted by the baby boomers. He converted it into a DeFi platform. Do your research. Brian Armstrong. We have now met with 30 plus crypto firms, 25 plus members of Congress and staff, 4 major law firms, and 3 trade groups about a regulatory proposal for crypto. Our policy team is doing great work, and we are trying to be part of the solution. No, you're getting in bed with all the politicians here. You're linking up with them, this gentleman right here, and you are moving us into the new monetary system. Okay. That's what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. Coinbase to propose federal regulatory framework for crypto to U.S. officials within the next month. They're all linking arm in arm. There's nobody exempt from this. Whereas it's just like, it's imagine like owning like Bank of America when they first came out, or Google or Apple. You're picking the ones that are going to survive this. Why do you think Coinbase is already IPO'd? Why do you think, and I'm going to show you, why do you think Coinbase? Well, I'm going to show you why. Coinbase chief legal officer, SEC exchange definition just doesn't work. Coinbase said that the comment letter that the SEC contains no such discussion of how its new exchange rule will impact DeFi. Coinbase chief legal officer Paul Grewal blasted the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over its proposal to update its definition of exchange, saying the SEC is going beyond its authority. They are all behind the scenes. Whereas actually Lynette Zhang right here, she's my favorite. Actually, one of her team members is going to be at our crypto conference this week. He's my silver dealer. So ITM trading is absolutely awesome. I just saw their ad right here. Cool. And then we go here. Okay. So now, why am I saying this? This is how I go deeper. So Coinbase. Who is Coinbase top investors in their company? Well, there we go. Look at Vanguard. Morgan Stanley is one of the top. And you have ARK Investing. Now, I love ARK Investing. I love Kathy Woods. She's absolutely amazing, one of the most innovative investors. If she's invested, she knows where she's a juggernaut in the investment space. Badass. I love to see her. I mean, she's a badass, just coming up in this space, crushing people. ARK Investment. Anyways, go check her out. Anyway, Vanguard. We talked about BlackRock and Vanguard. #1 owner in Coinbase, directing all these activities. Here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. This guy bailed out. He's like, dude, I know regulation's coming. I'm not going to be able to afford to stay in the game. I'm going to move quickly and efficiently. They don't care about you, Warriors. All they care about is profit. So maybe you should care about yourself and care about getting money for your family so you can take care of your family. Okay. So Coinbase #1 investor is Vanguard. Well, let's take a look at who Vanguard's top investor is. BlackRock. I mean, this goes on and on, Warriors. We know they're all connected. If you just dive through all this stuff, I mean, you can see all these connections. It's just all interconnected. It's just one spider web, and you're just working to pick the winners and losers. Stuff is boring, right? It's boring. It's not exciting as, and I'm not going to say it. It's not as exciting as, let me use Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. I was going to say nope, not going to say it because I'm done talking about it. What's exciting is that this is the greatest time in human history. So what can you do? You can get in the game and pick the winners and losers and educate yourself and make sure you're not, and I'm not saying don't listen just make sure you pick a couple YouTubers, a couple people who you really know, like, and trust, and then become your own resource, become your own educator. Because whereas I'm not asking you to trust what I say, I show my exact portfolio in our academy. Okay? I show my exact portfolio. I do that because I'm not trying to hide anything, but I'm fundamental. My portfolio very rarely changes. Fundamental, ISO 20002 tokens, banker tokens. I'm an ex-banker, so I understand that. I have some gaming tokens through Wise Counsel, I have a whole team. I have a crypto team, right? We have a technical analysis team, a research team. We have a gaming team. We have a team that just does gaming. I have 9 companies under management. So I have one that's a crypto fund. We have an app that we're launching at the conference here. I have, let me see, I'll give you all my breakdown here. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. We'll break that down if you watch my story. So I don't know what the point of that was. I just love you guys. I love you so much, man. Sometimes it's like 3:45 in the morning, and I got to go work out. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. You know what? You're a great person. You're a really good person. I hope you know that. And I hope you know that I love you and I appreciate you, and we're going to rise together. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Send this to a friend or family member if they're struggling in cryptocurrency. Talk to you soon.